All right, we got another game. Granted, it's halfway through it.
It's looking pretty even. I don't see that either side has a huge advantage just yet. Um, though,
But you can see the high level players. We got Claret, who is level true skill 49. We got Teddy, true skill 48. Subitai 40 and Grumpy 37. Who's probably even usually higher than that. All right.
oh, maybe I don't know. Maybe the Western team has a small advantage just because that ridge here in the kind of the center northwest has been it hasn't been able to be held by the Eastern team, though they will try to reclaim it. So
Yeah, if you look at the from the strategic view, Grumpy is the only one that holds one of the offensive positions. Unfortunately, he is about to lose a lot of it to bombers. T2 bombers now coming in from Shad Hunter.
yeah,
Fighters responding.
a lot of air defense. He does have a lot of T1 and T2 fighters, and so he will, I think, shoot down that entire bombing run before it can get too much accomplished. So very well played there by our blue player, who will stop that aerial aggression before it starts.
Interesting, yeah, we've got Claret in blue for TZN and Sabutai, both with fighters in the air, both responding to that and completely annihilated that attack.
Yeah, like you said, very well played to have that air defense. Like we saw in last game, what can happen when your team doesn't build the proper air defense. It can be devastating. Those T2 bombers can certainly have done serious damage to Teal's base, to Grumpy's base, and perhaps even given the Eastern team a huge insurmountable advantage.
I thought there was a nuke coming from right here. I'm not sure what it was. It was some kind of missile. But at 19 minutes in the game, you assume that they would have anti-nuke up, maybe.
So very nicely done there by blue, and like you said, purple as well, to stop that bombing run before it could really start. But again, which team would you give the advantage to at this moment? Which team do you think is ahead?
Wow. I think so far it's staying with the West team. That little expression of offensive danger is going to, on the top side, where Grumpy, if you look now in the cyan, the sky blue colour, he's pushing up with all-terrain rocket spiders, and there is absolutely no units there to try and stop him. So they might start pushing through and getting into the back lines of Evolved Monkey's base. Some response now from Zekris, although he's actually moving his fiends away. I don't think he spotted them yet. There's a little bit of a, because it's down in the ravine, even if there's radar up on the top in the bases, it's in a black spot. So they might not even see that those units are there. Grumpy wants to start pushing and making some real dent into the eco of Evolved Monkey.
Yeah, that is certainly the case, as Grumpy doing a great job of getting those rocket spiders into the Eastern team's base, and this is just looking it's looking very bad for the Eastern team. It just seems like the Western team maybe has a better hold of the game, better handle on the game, and a lot of fighting happening here in the middle. Just groups of fiends kind of clashing into one another. And Purple has just transported a huge army, or a huge group of constructors. It seems, or no, he brought these nanotowers. So guys, most of you may or may not know that the nanotowers, the construction turrets, can be transported. So Sabotai, our Purple player, did transport quite a few nanotowers onto this ridge, and that will allow him to construct a makeshift base here extremely quickly. Very nice play there by Purple.
Yeah, lots of nano turrets and one Twitcher, combat engineer, and now he's able to get these defenses up, and I expect start putting some units down. He's only got a small sub-selection of T2 units and a mix of T1, but Fiends are available to him, and we know how effective those flamethrowers can be.
Yeah, big air battle happening again near the northeast corner of the map. Orange did bring through a few gunships, brought in a few rapiers. Actually, let's see what they're called, wasps in bar. And that prompted the Western team to send in their entire army of fighters. So nice battle for aerial dominance here in this game. As I did mention, I think in the previous game, how important air is on this map in particular. So yeah, it's, you know, whichever team can get air control or have control of the skies is going to have a big advantage. But here in the South, Teddy, who was the winner of our 1v1 tournament, right? Am I right? Am I right about that?
No, it was Mighty Sheep, but Teddy was in the final.
Oh yeah, so Teddy was in the finals, and now he moving through with a huge army of sumos or cans from my OTA veterans, and this push might be difficult to stop. Yellow doing a good job with the arbiters, but these missiles do not track, and so these sumos are going to move in and perhaps do some damage. But now Orange bringing in his wasps.
Yeah, these guys will make short work of these as long as they have air support. Not a reaction yet from the team west side. Yeah, fighters are coming in now, but damage has already been done. And these sumos are taking some massive punishment. Still 4 alive. This attack's not over. But as you say, the arbiters, as effective as they are and as powerful as they are, without tracking, they are missing their marks on these moving units.
Yeah, that's a real problem, and now the you know, the Western team just seems to be pushing through on every front. Here in the north, slowly pushing through, and here in the south as well with these sumos. And truth be told, I don't know, the Eastern team just feels like they're in a lot of trouble. They are hanging on, but even if you look at the eco at the top right, it seems like the Western team is making about double the resources, double the metal, double the energy, and with that amount of advantage, they may just win the game. Zekris does self-destruct his commander to try to stop this push of.
All right, that's pretty much GG.
These sprinters are